Game of the Week. Today, one of my favorites, boys lacrosse. The Mepham Pirates on one side and the Floral Park Knights on the other. I'm Jake Mano alongside
Melanie Arcos, and we are here with a very exciting matchup today. We have a nice redemption attempt for the Pirates today, as they have faced Floral Park last year, where they unfortunately lost 13-10. So this year will definitely be exciting to see what new talent each team brings.
I mean, definitely, and a lot of this talent is returning. If you think about that, a lot of committed players for their senior seasons. You have 4 on Mepham's side and 3 on Floral Park's side.
I think it's actually two on Mepham's side, 3 on Mepham's side. Oh.
Yep, 4 and 3. We have a surplus of talent on this week's matchup. We have a few going to Big Ten schools, a few going to some smaller schools, a few to SUNYs, but a load of NCAA talent.
Yeah, I totally agree. We have Jack Weber on the Mepham side going to Penn State. He's a junior, along with another junior, Braden Kehoe, going to Iona, and 2 seniors, Owen Heller headed to UMass Amherst, and along with one other, I believe, Alessandro Waltese heading to
There's so much talent, and the Baranowski brothers on the other side both going to SUNY schools, and Owen Sanchez going to another very, very talented school. There's so much to look forward to, but what have you seen from Mepham's season so far, and what do you think they have to do today to secure a victory going forward?
The boys definitely have a lot of younger talent coming from a lot of sophomores. They have a starting sophomore goalie. A lot of their midfielders come from upperclassmen, but there's definitely a mix of the younger class in there. And that's really important with that fresh talent. They're starting to build that chemistry for the years coming. And it's just important to establish that leadership and that drive now so that they can continue it for the later years.
Definitely. So why not look at the keys? I mean, Braden Kehoe has to be one of the biggest. He is your face-off specialist. He is your aggressor. He is the reason that you're going to get as many possessions as you do. And in lacrosse, that is the biggest battle of all.
Yeah, and I know we got to talk to Mepham's coach, and they have their 3 key points: winning faceoffs with their big players. Again, clearing the ball and causing turnovers can all lead to the success that Mepham is looking to have today. And it's important to get that rematch from last year's game.
Definitely. And if you look at the 3 keys, there's all something in common. They're all very, very pen and paper. It is all get more possessions, get more time on attack, and limit the other team's time on offense. Just keep the ball in your hands. The shots will fall eventually. You have too much talent to keep your offense off the field for Mepham.
Yeah. And then coming from the Floral Park side, it's definitely they want to focus on playing fast and playing solid, especially with defense. So that can get you so many opportunities in itself by keeping a solid back line and being able to push that ball up. And again, with their second point, getting open on offense. With that, so many plays can happen, and I think that's where Floral Park will really be able to capitalize.
I mean, and you have 3 captain defenders, or at least senior, in that back line who is going to help you do that. But Cameron Lebrano, Alessandro Waltese, and Owen Heller all on the attack, that is a tall task to handle. So playing solid defense all around, being a brick wall, it's only time will tell. We're going to send it down to Jared Boxmeyer and Lucas Pangankar in the booth.
Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week, whereas the Pirates going up against the Knights as we get ready for this opening face-off between Kehoe and underway here. Kehoe wins it back and takes it upfield. Kehoe hits the pass there on the Heller.
Heller just trying to find that pass, keep this game under control the first couple minutes in the game.
Yeah, the Pirates bringing another man here as they're just starting to get this thing started and try and get that early first goal. As now they play it behind the cage there, looking for the opening here. As it's back out up top, now it's Lebrano with it. Lebrano trying to find that opening.
Lebrano trying to find something on the edge, just can't get it off that stern defense of the Knights.
As it's Lebrano, and it comes back out of Waltese. Waltese, and the shot saved there.
Schmidt couldn't get that pass off. Good pass by Heller to the inside, but good shot off and goal and good retention by the Pirates.
Yeah, as the Pirates looking for the opening, as that shot will go wide.
And Schmidt just can't get that to go.
As the Pirates getting the early opportunities here, just not able to find the back of the net yet, as they will take that one out of the corner, as it'll be Zwegbaum. Now up top to Labano. Labano takes it behind the cage, looking for a teammate in front. Labano's still with it. It's a man in the middle, Heller. Wolitis. In. Shot. Off the outside of the net.
And Wolitis with a good move there. Just cannot find the net. Cannot find the back of the net there with a good move, trying to get into the crease. And just cannot find the back of the net.
As it's the Knights now in possession. An errant pass there. That one will roll past everybody, as Sio will be the one to pick it up and start up the play for the Pirates. Sio still holding on to it. Off the stick of a Pirate there, it'll be Biscardi, and the Pirates remain in control. Pirates moving up field fast here. As it's O'Connell. Down low.
O'Connell, the attackman, trying to find something happen. Ning back to Schmidt.
As it's Pirates now slowing it down as they got it in the upfield. As it's Labano now passes it over. And that'll be Schmidt finding the opening here.
Wolitis to Heller.
Heller now looking for the opening. Has a couple guys on him. Heller pass in front. And that one will look like it'll hit the back of the net as the Pirates take the lead here early. Just a great play there by Heller to able to find his teammate in the front of the net and give the Pirates an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Steven Zwegenbaum finds an early goal there for the Pirates. That's a 1-0 lead with 9:28 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, Zwegbaum there now 12 goals on the year, and it's another thing to keep an eye out for is he's already got 2 4-goal games as it get ready to get back into play here after the Pirates come off that goal.
Yeah, the sophomore with a good goal there to start the game off early for the Pirates.
Yeah, as it's won back by Kehoe as he's the one able to pick it up as he looks to move upfield as they double him off the stick of Gampero, and it falls in the possession of the Knights. The Knights now with it.
Yeah, good job by the Knights there. Taking away from Kehoe. Yeah, I want to commit.
As it's Baranoski looking for the opening. Passes it off to his teammate there, Gorman. Gorman, one of the goal scorers on this team. Now to Murphy. Murphy holds on to it. Murphy gets it over to Neroni. As a loose ball there, picked up, and Sio now with it.
Yeah, great job there by the Mepham defense. Just stopping them in their tracks and passing right back to the goalie. And now they got something going here.
As the Pirates moving upfield here as it's O'Connell with it. Loses it, gets it back, but now to the Knights.
Yeah, there the Knights go. Trying to find something happening, trying to come back in this 1-0 game.
As it's Gorman crashing. Great save there by Sio, able to go down and get that one as the Pirates pick it up behind the cage.
Yeah, great save there by Sio. Gets down on his knees and just stops that ball.
Yeah, made sure there was no way for that ball to get through as the Pirates now on the attack here. Looking to get that second goal of the game as it's Gampero with it. Gampero kicks it out there. As it's Schmidt now gets it over to Labano.
Finds Heller on the outside. Heller trying to make something happen here. Trying to make a little wiggle move.
Heller over to Wolitis. Wolitis trying to get through here. Gets it over there. Labano behind now to Heller. Heller looking for someone in front, maybe a teammate. As it's Heller now. Gets it over to O'Rourke. O'Rourke, shot.
No good. Great save there by the Floral Park Knights.
Yeah, great play there by Doxy. Able to get down, make that save. So a couple early good saves here as that one will be picked up on the loose ball by the Pirates. Heller now on the break. Heller makes a couple miss. Heller had the goalie beat as that one will just go wide here.
Heller trying to get a little fancy going behind the back off the pass from Grizzard. It just cannot find that one to go.
As Heller now back with it behind the net. Heller gets it out there. As Pirates getting the opportunities here as it's Labano. Shot bounces wide there.
That's going to go out of bounds. Lobrano just tries to get that bounce shot in, and he just can't find the back of the net. And as we've seen so far this game, Jared, we've seen a lot of this Pirate retention of keeping control of this ball. And keeping control of this ball has been huge so far for the Pirates.
Yeah, the Pirates looking for the opening, keeping it down low as it's Wolitis. Wolitis still trying to fight for position here. Wolitis finds it and able to score. Great shot by Wolitis. Not a big opening there. Able to find the opening to give the Pirates a 2-0 lead with 6:17 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, great job there by Wolitis. Just gets a great goal there, and Pirates have a 2-0 lead, and they're sitting pretty so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, and there was a replay of the great shot by Wolitis. But right now, in these first minutes, it's been all Pirates. Not all of them have gone in, but they put on the pressure and have been tight on defense. As Kehoe in for another faceoff. He's 2 for 2 so far on the day. As Kehoe ready in position, waiting for the refs go ahead, as that one will be won back again by Kehoe to give the Pirates possession. Kehoe moves upfield, past the 40. Kehoe gets it in there.
There the Pirates go. Just keep possession of the ball. It's been huge so far for the Pirates.
And just playing at their own pace, as now it is Labano with it. Labano.
They're not letting them Knights keep them away. They're playing their own game.
As it's Labano and Heller playing catch it. Now it's Schmidt with the spin move, makes one miss. Back to Labano. Labano gets it in there. And that one will be another goal for the Pirates. That one will be by O'Rourke, his 9th of the year. 3-0 Pirates.
Yeah, O'Rourke, the sophomore, gets a good goal there. And the Pirates are sitting up 3-0.
As that's 2 goals right there in just under a minute. Full control for the Pirates. And just here's a replay of Labano able to find O'Rourke right open in front of the net. 1-on-1 with the goalie, and he's able to beat him to give the Pirates 3-0 lead. Kehoe out there for the face-off. Fight for a position there. Ball still on the ground. Still being kicked around as that ball.
And that's going to be a foul there on the Pirates for tripping.
Yes, no one able to corral the ball there, as it'll be now. Knights ball, as it's the night now. Bellmore-Merrick, the Onion to commit. Is still in possession. Now it's Naroni. Naroni back to Bellmore-Merrick. Bellmore-Merrick shot just wide as the chase for the ball.
Barnatsky trying to find a deep shot, and that just does not go off the pass from Murphy.
As it'll be Gallagher going back there to get the ball. As Gallagher with it now. Ref blows it back in the play. Back underway here. As it's leaping catch there by Bellmore-Merrick. Bounce pass to his teammate. Bounces right by Murphy. Chase for the ball is picked up by Gampero. As it's Gampero with it now. Gets it upfield. Pirates moving fast. As it's Weber. Shot. And that'll roll just wide as Swegbaum nearly had his 2nd of the game.
Yeah, great job there by the Pirates. But that one doesn't go. But this Pirates team has been all control so far. We've only seen the Pirates so far in this game. Just keeping possession of this ball has been huge for them.
Yeah, Weemus only had to make that one save. It was a tough save, but he was able to come up with it. Not a lot of action here so far against him. As it's Schmidt now with it. Over to Labano. Labano behind the net. O'Rourke. Heller. Wolitis. Wolitis spins. Another man meets him. Wolitis. Save there as the Goalie's able to get just enough of it as Doxy just got his elbow on it, able to push it wide. Pirates still in control here as a total look. Behind the net to Walitis. Shot off a stick, it looks like, and it'll go over the netting as Hello goes to grab another ball.
Yeah, great job there. Great save there by the Floral Park defense. Number 26, Doxy. Great job there by the goalie.
Yeah, as it's Pirates full control. Nearly found a man in front of the net, picked up by Doxy. Knights looking to find their own momentum here. As it's Terwilliger there, and it's out there to Devine. Devine now over to Neroni. Back to Murphy. Back to Neroni. As the Knights trying to slow down the game and get a goal here to get them on the board. As it's Gorman, bounce shot. Good defensive play there by the Pirates. Still leading 3-0.
Great job there by the Pirates. Just great defense there. Great defense by the goalie, Vinny Ciro. And just stopping that bounce ball.
Yeah, as Biscardi was able to make the key defensive play there as he will start with it behind the net. Biscardi upfield past the Pirates stick as that one will roll out of bounds. Intended for Green, but Green not able to get that one. As it's 2:51 to go here. Knights in possession. Knights going right through. Saved by Ciro.
That's a fight for the ball there. One team's getting up with it.
As they're still going at the ball. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Pirates as the ref blows his whistle.
Yeah, but obviously in there, that defensive stop by Vinny Ciro. Great save by him.
Yeah, as it Neroni there with it. Gets it over now, Murphy. Murphy holding it behind the net, taking his time and giving his teammates time to find the opening. Comes around the net now, gets it over now. As it's Bernowski off of Ciro's stick, able to corral it the second time.
Bernowski with a little jump shot there. And that's just great job there by Ciro.
As that one's off Hello's stick, as he's able to tip it up to Owanger. Pirates on the attack again. Loose ball picked up, though, by the Knights as it's Terwilliger in transition. Finding it, Terwilliger. Ciro able to get down again there, make that save.
That is a good offensive possession for the Knights there. Terwilliger just rushes down the field, gets a shot off, but Vinny Ciro stops him in his tracks.
As it looks like right now that Ciro's strength has been his low shots. They've taken only the low shots or the bounce shots low. Maybe they'll, as this game goes on, we'll see them try and go up top. It's Schmidt with it now. Over to Lebrano.
Lebrano preferring his options, seeing what he can do here.
As Lebrano's still outside from the net. Lebrano still with it. Gets the pass behind the net. To O'Rourke. O'Rourke bounce to Schmidt. As now it's the Knights in transition. The Knights on the attack here as it's Terwilliger.
Job there by Devine.
Devine.
And Ciro ends up with a great save there off the top of his helmet.
As you can see, Ciro is fired up after that one. Able to get down again and use his head to make that save. There's 52 seconds left. Pirates still up 3. As it's Gorman behind the net. Gorman still with it. Now to Murphy. Murphy with 38 on the clock. Gives it back to Gorman. Gorman now with 30. Knights taking their time here as Gorman tries a little trickery with the bounce. Able to get it back. Gorman still with it. Looks like that was intended for Gallagher, but just came out of the stick the wrong way. 18.9 left here.
18 seconds left here. Knight trying to find something happening so far in the first quarter. Has been nothing.
As Pirates in possession here. Moving upfield into the attack. Loose ball here. Picked up by Lebrano. Lebrano goes through a couple there. Ball's down. Fight for the ball with 2 and 1, and that'll conclude the first quarter here. As now we're going to send it up to the studio.
Thanks, guys. And what a first quarter it was. A lot to look forward to. So, Mel, what did you kind of see?
It was a very exciting half. We have 3 goals from the Mepham Pirates, which is a great start for them based off their previous records against Floral Park. So it's good to get the energy up this early in the game. It's good to get that confidence built up. And it's just I'm really excited to see what Mepham has in store for the rest of the half.
Absolutely. And momentum is the key in any sport, but especially lacrosse. I mean, you have to keep your motor high. You have to keep your drive just as have a fire on it as you would want. And I mean, your 3 goals on a team such as Floral Park is a huge thing to go into the second quarter with. And not only that, your defense, led by even the sophomore goalie who was honestly an unsuspecting hero of this season, they've been killing it so far.
Yeah, totally agree. And it's just the quickness and the fast-pacedness of the lacrosse game itself that both teams just need to keep their energy super high. And as you saw, we scored multiple goals within minutes. So it's really important to keep that momentum going because everything can switch within a few minutes. Just one, 2 goals, and the game's a completely different game.
Absolutely. Welcome to sports. Anything could change, but I mean, only time will tell. We'll see you at halftime.
Thank you, Mel and Jake, as we get ready to start this second quarter here. As Kehoe gets ready in the center with Neroni, the 2 face-off guys. Kehoe so far 3 for 3 on the day on face-offs. He is the main guy on face-offs, and he is committed to Iona on the year, the rest of his stat line. 2 goals and 2 assists. As the ref making sure Neroni and Kehoe are ready as we wait for that to get back to action.
Yeah, and Jared, in the first quarter, we saw a lot of offense by the Pirates and not a lot of offense by the Knights. Trying to keep that going. Knights trying to flip the script there.
Yeah, as they'll say, both guys, as they'll say the Kehoe false starters, that'll be his first face-off loss as the Knights will start this quarter in possession. It'll be Divine. Over to Neroni. Neroni still with it. Gets it down low. Behind the net. Able to be corralled. There by Gallagher. Back out now. To Neroni. As it's Neroni over. Now Murphy. Murphy. Got very tightly. Murphy hits a teammate and a sliding save there by Ciro. Ciro trying to open up the game here as he hits a teammate in stride. Pirates on the rush here.
Yeah, great shot there by Gorman, but Ciro gets a great save there, passing it upfield.
Yeah, Ciro was able to hit Weber there as the Pirates still in possession. As it's Heller with it. Heller trying to find something here as he's guarded by Terwilliger. Loose ball there, Schmidt in the 5-foot. Schmidt comes up with it, falls out as it's Wolitis. Wolitis makes a couple miss. Wolitis shot, great save there. Bounces right back to Doxy there as Doxy's been able to come up with a couple big saves early. Knights moving fast. Let's get it up to Loftus.
Knight trying to get the pressure on this Pirate defense, trying to push the tempo.
As Loftus is able to get that one over to Neroni. Neroni, tight defense by the Pirates. Weber.
There's a flag coming in there.
As Gorman shot, saved there by Ciro. As Ciro picks it up as the ref blows it down for the previous flag.
That's going to be holding, number 22.
That one will be on Weber, as it looks like he got a little too physical on that defensive play, as it'll be Knight's ball here.
Weber, the Penn State committed in his junior season.
Yeah, one of the star defenders of this Pirates team, as it'll be Gallagher starting with it. Looks like for the Knights, as Gallagher with it. Gallagher finds the Gallagher looking for something. Gets it over to Neroni. Neroni over to Murphy. Murphy now behind the net. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Neroni. As it's Neroni to Murphy. Goes back and forth passing, looking for the perfect shot so they can guarantee their goal. As it's Neroni. As they set a pick here. Sierra able to come up with the save. Not sure if he saw that one, but just happened to hit him, as it's Gorman now.
A little off the post there for Zero. Getting lucky there.
Yeah, as it's Gorman, plays it behind the net. Gallagher behind the net. Back to Gorman. Gorman to Neroni.
The Knights just kind of keep possession here, passing it around the horn.
Yeah, and just wait for that shot, as that's Baranowski. And that one will go out of play here, as it'll be picked up by Gallagher to resume play. As the ref will whistle here, as he's saying wait and back underway in this game, as it's Gallagher behind the net. Gallagher finds Baranowski. Baranowski still with it. Baranowski trying to get position there. Back to Gorman, as it's Gorman. That one will go by Murphy, as Murphy tries to pick it up in the corner, but it'll be Pirates ball.
Yeah, a little unlucky there for Murphy. Just can't come up with it, and that's going to go the other way.
As it's Genovese with it. As it's Genovese up to Gampero. Gampero moving fast. Gampero inside the 30 now. As it's Gampero to O'Rourke. O'Rourke to Heller. Heller holding on to it. As the ref whistles here, as Gampero will come out here. As the Pirates will sub back in Sorrentino. Heller waiting, as Heller will drop the ball there, as back underway, as it will be Pirates ball, as it's Labano. Labano passes it over. Shot by Schmidt, just wide there.
Just wide there for Schmidt, but I want to talk about on the other side of that offense. That offense possession for the Floral Park Knights, that was a good offense possession, keeping the ball in their way. Trying to get it back here. Maybe they can come with a goal.
Yeah, trying to erase the Pirates' momentum that they have from all these shots, as it's Labano with it now. Labano to Walitis. Walitis. Triple team there by the Knights. Seemed to work, as Heller trying to make the play on the defensive end, not able to get it. Knights looking for the shot. Bounce shot there, saved by Zero.
This Pirates defense has been all over the place so far.
As that'll be Biscardi. Now into the open field to Schmidt. Schmidt drops it back to Labano. Labano over to Schmidt. Schmidt plays behind the net to O'Rourke. O'Rourke to Schmidt. Pirates now maybe trying to keep their time going and make sure they keep it away from the Knights. As a great play there drawn up by the Pirates. Pass from behind the net. Able to find the guy in front to give the Pirates a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, great job there by Schmidt. Passing his Wegenbad, the sophomore-to-sophomore connection, who's got now 12 goals on the year.
Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, 13, as that is his second of the game. And just here's a replay of that perfect passing to give Zweigbaum his second of the game, 14th point of the year. Could be on his way to maybe his third 4-goal game, as he's halfway there, and we're halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, Schwegenbaum, as Jared said, second goal of the game. Great job there for him.
Loose ball here, picked up by the Knights. Knights with it now as it's Gallagher. Gallagher blown down by the lefts here as it looks to be a timeout by the Knights, trying to waste the Pirates' momentum. The Pirates have been in full control. 4 goals and Ciro standing on his head net. Ciro making every shot, every save on every shot at him. And don't count Doxy down, because Doxy, he may have given up those 4 goals, but he is making those key saves. He made one off the stick and made a couple of other great saves.
Yeah, Schweibaum on the other side for the Pirates. Schweibaum has been a key person for the Pirates so far. He's got 2 goals on the year. He said it before, 2 4-game goals so far. Trying to keep it up for this Pirates, trying to keep that momentum, trying to keep that foot on the gas.
Yeah, and the fact that he's only the sophomore is really showing the youth of this Pirates team. He is one of the key futures of this team. It's Zwegbaum, it's Ciro, it's Schmidt. Those are 3 sophomores right there. That just shows the youth on this team, how it's not just all the juniors and seniors, it's the guys who you have for years to come.
Yeah, you have guys step up on this Pirates team, trying to keep that momentum going.
As you see the Pirates breaking their huddle along with the Knights, getting ready to get back in action with 6:43 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, on this side you have that Floral Park offense who had that very good possession so far, passing around the horn, but they couldn't get anything out of it.
They got that one shot where they did end up finally beating Ciro, but they could not beat the post there. So not able to find the net here for the Knights. Still plenty of time to go. Only 4 goals. This game is far from over as it's the Knights in possession here down low. Knights looking for positioning here as it's Gorman. Gorman with it. Outside the 30 as it's Gorman. Over to Neroni. Neroni to Gorman. Gorman just falls down there. Able to get back up and stay in possession of the ball. As Gorman and Neroni. Neroni shot in the Ciro stick there. Another save by Ciro. Pirates trying to just get it out of their own end here. As a spin there by Genevieve. As it's up and nearly had it. Gampero almost had Zwegbaum to set him up for maybe a 3rd goal, but it'll go wide and it'll be Knights ball.
Yeah, great job there by the Knights there. Get that defensive stop, helping their team in the future.
Yeah, as the Knights moving upfield now as it's Fucci, as that one will go out of bounds. Pick up Pirates ball now. As it'll be Biscardi taking it out of the corner. Biscardi with the pass upfield. Able to find Weber. Weber passes one. Weber trying to open up the play here as it's Weber to Wolitis.
Wolitis trying to make something happening here for the Pirates.
Heller with it now. As the Pirates just slowing it down with that 4-goal lead. Taking their time as it's Schmidt now with it. Schmidt to Labano. Labano. Calling the play as Labano. Clashes the net. Now behind the O'Rourke. O'Rourke to Wolitis.
Yeah, as you said earlier in this game, the Pirates are not going to let the Knights play their game. They're going to play their own game, play at their own pace.
As it's Heller to O'Rourke behind the net. Looking for the opening as O'Rourke. O'Rourke with it out up top. Heller fakes the shot and the defense play by the Knights. Picked up by Labano. Labano with it. Now behind the net to O'Rourke. O'Rourke shot. Heller save. Dorsey rebound wide.
Yeah, great shot there by Heller with a low stick angle, trying to get a shot off there on Doxy, but Doxy with a great save there.
Yes, Doxy able to make the first save and the second one able to get out of his net to force that shot wide. Pirates still in control here as it's Labano. as in again. And that one will be good again. Zwegbaum, his third of the game. The sophomore is having a fabulous game here. 14 on the year and one away from his third 4-goal game of the season. 5-0 Pirates.
Yeah, great job there by him, Zweigbaum, who's been the star so far, the highlight player for this team, keeping it up.
Yeah, every time the ball's touched his stick this game, it's just been a fabulous shot, as he's done 3 times so far. Kehoe out there for the face-off, as he's lost one face-off here today, but going early, as the face-off here is won back again by Kehoe. Kehoe moves past the 40. Now inside the 30. Kehoe over to Walitis. Walitis still with it. As it's Walitis. Now gets it to Green. Green with it. Green makes one miss. Green in. Shot and goal Pirates. Green, another sophomore, getting on the score sheet. 6-0 Pirates.
Yeah, great job there by Green. It's been outscoring for the sophomores today outside of Walitis.
That's the second time today also. When the Pirates get that one goal, it just wakes up that whole team. As that's twice today with 2 goals in under a minute. As Kehoe back into the center here. Kehoe getting ready for the faceoff, as Kehoe will win it back and able to scoop it up. As Kehoe past 50. Kehoe the Walitis. As Walitis maybe slips a little there. A look go for it. He goes down as the ref will throw a flag.
Yeah, no, I think that's on a Rourke hit. We took a big hit there by the Knights.
As a look was in position as he turned his head a little, getting ready to go upfield and took that hit. So it'll be Pirates ball here after that flag, which looks to be on the Knights. 3:34 left to go. As ref picking up his flag here, explaining to the Knights coach what exactly that call was. Telling the Pirates to. Ref holding play. Walitis with it. Just wanting to get back into action. And we're underway here as it's Walitis to a look. A look back to Walitis. Walitis gets it over to Labano. Labano to Schmidt. Schmidt to Labano. Walitis to a look. A look shot and a goal. Another goal for a sophomore. As that'll be a look's 9th goal of the year. 18th point of the year. 7-0 Pirates. That's 3 goals in now in just a minute.
Yeah. This Pirates offense has been amazing so far, playing at their own playing at their own pace, playing at their own tempo, just keeping it good. These sophomores for this Pirate offense has been absolutely outstanding. Keeping that up is going to be huge.
Yeah, they're just taking control of this game. As Kehoe back into the center. Almost perfect on his face-offs as he wins another one back. As it's Kehoe with it now in the upfield as he'll get ready to get it deep to a look as he will sub off there. As it's a look off of Walitis' stick, able to corral it there. As it's Walitis with the low pass to Heller. Heller with it. Heller holds it to Labano. Labano with 2:50 left. As it's Labano.
Brano trying to make something happen here.
As that one nearly ended up trickling in there as it's Walitis. Still with it. Spins. Shot off the post, it sounded like. As that one will be picked up and a look with it.
Yeah, Walitis off the post. Good shot there, but just not go.
As Zwegbaum with it. Out to Green. Green to Labano. Labano. Shot just wide of that post. Pirates getting opportunity after opportunity. 7 hit in the back of the net, but just plenty of high-risk opportunities as it'll be Pirates ball still. A look behind the net. 2:05 left. As it's a look. Out to Heller. Heller to Lebrano. Lebrano with the spin, shot, and goal Pirates. Lebrano able to score his 7th, and just a perfect move. Spun one way, spun back the other way for the 8th Pirates goal of the day.
Yeah, the Pirates have been so far amazing in this first half. Lebrano with another goal. And that's an 8-0 day here for the Pirates.
Yeah, as Coach Walsh told us pregame that he does a great job moving the ball and setting everybody up for goals, but that time he just took that one himself, set himself up for that goal to give the Pirates the 8-0 lead with 1:55 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and here's Keogh again trying to get another face-off here for the Pirates.
Yes, Kehoe has been really good on those faceoffs, looking to keep it up here as he wins it forward, loses a stick there, still fighting for that ball, as that one is still not yet corralled, but now it is by the Knights. Knights trying to get their first goal of the game as Terwilliger, as that one will go wide and into the netting. Going out to the play for the Knights is Gallagher. Gallagher with 3 goals and 2 assists. Maybe trying to secure another point here as it's Gallagher with it. Gallagher, CO playing close to that post, making sure nothing gets in that way as it's Gorman with it. Gorman gets it over now to Mega. As with it now. Good move there as it's Gallagher trying to make those moves. Gallagher out to Gorman. Gorman over there now Murphy. Murphy makes one miss, and CeeLo able to come up with another save as a late flag there by the refs, as it looked like one of the Knights, I believe Murphy, took a hit there.
Yeah, Murphy took a big shot there. He's a little trembled up there, so let's take a look at him.
Yeah, by seeing that hit, I was a little surprised how late that flag was actually thrown. Maybe trying to see how that play would have ended before he throws that flag. As the ref communicating here, both teams waiting to get back into action with 50.5 on the clock.
Yeah, but speaking of Vinny Ciro with another great save there for him.
As back in play here, as Murphy was able to stay in the game. Behind the net's Gorman. Gorman to Gallagher. Gallagher to Gorman. Leaping shot just past that top right corner. As the Knights still scoreless with 34 on the clock.
Yeah, the Knights have had a lot of shots on net, but none of them have gone so far for this team. It's very unlucky to start the first half.
As it's Baranowski behind the net. Give and go. In the Seals. CeeLo able to use his body to make that save. As the Pirates, Crocky now with it. Bouncing pass. Defended by Neroni. 16.4 on the clock.
Yeah, and Crocky couldn't find an open man there.
As it's Crocky. Gets it back.
13 seconds.
As he'll hold it now. 10 on the clock. Looks like as the Pirates looking for the home run pass. It's up. Corralled in front of his own net. As now the goalie. And the goalie will hold on to it. And at halftime here, Pirates 8, Knights nothing. Just a dominant first half by no matter who you are, especially just those sophomores. Very impressive first half by all the sophomores. Zwegbaum, Green, Schmidt, just all in action. Can't forget about also Lightis' goal and also Labano. So it's the sophomores and seniors showing out today as we are now in halftime.
Yeah, great job for both of them. Just keeping it under control and not letting them let up there.
Yes, the Knights' keys to the game today, it was play with speed. They have done that. Get open on offense. As this game's gone on, they've been able to open up that game. But to play solid defense, their defense hasn't been their defense has been fine, but the Pirates have just looked better and able to get open. So it's something to look out for is the Knights coming out. How will they adjust their defense? How will they tighten their defenses? Now we're going to send it over for an interview.
Really, our defense is playing very well. Offense was a little slow in the beginning, but definitely our defense and Vinny, Ciro, and Cage has been making a lot of good saves.
There's been a lot of emotion this half. But what's your message to the boys in the huddle?
Just keep it going. We started to play better in the second quarter, and we just got to keep it going, keep our foot on the gas, keep scoring, and keep playing good defense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen, and thank you, Coach Walsh. I mean, I don't think this is what anyone expected. I thought this was going to be close up until the fourth, but Mepham has come out with so much fire, and they've shown nothing but dominance so far.
Yeah, totally an amazing surprise for the Pirate side, saying that we haven't beaten Floral Park since 2000. So 25 years with a total of playing them 9 times within those 25 years. We have not beaten them since. So to see this is very refreshing, to see our Pirates gaining that confidence back and just learning from their mistakes and just really being able to capitalize on the opportunities that they've been giving here today.
It's a new look for the Mepham Pirates, and I think they've had 5 seniors on this team since freshman year. They've had half their team being seniors this year. Hofstra is the main goal for this team, and beating a team like this, being 3-0 in conference right now, that's just the first step to getting there. And I think if this team plays like they're doing today, the entire season, I don't even think Hofstra is a question, and I think they can go much beyond that.
Yeah, I think today is a really big wake-up call for a lot of the Mepham Pirates, for Floral Park, and even for people in the conference. Like, this was definitely not what was going to be expected today, and to see this turnaround and see such a big gap in the scores is just really something that people are going to pay attention to.
Absolutely. This is going to turn heads around the conference for the Mepham Pirates. And one thing I've seen that I thought was really amazing, it is not just the seniors who want to play with so much aggression. There's been so many underclassmen with 3 goals, 2 goals, defensive stops. They have a sophomore goalie who's been playing incredible today. Everyone on this team wants to win, and that's the mentality that Coach Walsh has put forth.
Yeah, and definitely from the goalie perspective, both goalies have been playing amazing, Floral Park and Mepham alike, but our Mepham sophomore goalie is just really making that impact on net. Having a clean sheet in the first 2 quarters is extremely impressive, and I think that if they can keep this energy up as a team, I think they're going to be set for the rest of the game.
So enough about Mepham a little bit. What have you seen from Floral Park, both good and bad, that they either need to continue if they want to come back in this game, or that they need to polish up to kind of get back into it?
I think they're very explosive when it comes to creating a play, but it's just in that final third that they can't fully get a shot on. And also to give credit to the Mepham goalie, but I think they just need to learn to find those little pockets maybe a little bit faster, but they're definitely getting there to those opportunities.
And I think this could have been different at the start of the game maybe, but now you're down 8. You have to find a way to kind of claw back each goal at a time. So it's about kind of taking that aggressive pass that maybe is going to result in a turnover 9 out of 10 times, but you need that one time right now. You need some of your players, whether you're their college commits or first-year lacrosse players, to step up. So I think whether you're going to push the ball down the field as fast as you can, I think you force a pass here and there. I think you force a shot that maybe you aren't confident in. Try a backhand for all we know. You have to do something different that Mepham has not seen before to kind of inch your way back into the game.
Yeah, definitely coming out of half, 8-0 is definitely a really hard deficit to get out of, but I think they really need to come in confident. They need to brush whatever happened in the first 2 quarters off, and they need to come in headstrong, and then they really need to make an impact. And again, like what you said, bring something new, throw something new into the mix that Mepham isn't ready to see, and just take them by surprise more than anything, so that they can make those opportunities and they can get into the back of the net.
I think that new thing can be your mentality, and I think that would be a really great thing for Floral Park. At this point, you got to keep your head up more than anything. I mean, Mepham, it's just subconscious. They're going to play a little bit ease off the gas, I assume. I mean, you're up 8 goals. They're going to kind of take it easy, maybe rest some of their starters. You don't really know their plan, but keeping your head clear, keeping that aggression, keeping your foot on the gas for Floral Park and not letting down, not counting yourself out of this game, that Mepham's not going to count you out of this game. And anything could happen in a quarter or in a half.
Yeah, and I think with the history of these two teams playing against each other, I think Floral Park definitely came like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more defensive, sitting back, waiting for Mepham to come and attack. And Mepham absolutely capitalized on all of those opportunities, given that it's 8-0 just at halftime, and that Floral Park really needed to just wake up, because we saw in the second quarter that they did start to press on the defenders when they were in their half. So it's just about reading what Mepham's doing and Floral Park reacting to it. But now I think they need to change that mentality and to push forward a little bit more.
I mean, you used one of my favorite words there in all of sports, and I think it describes this game perfectly. It's capitalize. I mean, Mepham has done it on every single possession. They haven't really had many shots go off course, and when they have, they've regained possession. They've had upwards of 20 minutes of offensive possession, and when you control the time of attack as much as Mepham has, it's really hard to, A, not get the ball in the back of the net, but B, for your opponent to really get any momentum, and if they do, they diminished it really, really quickly.
Yeah, I think everywhere you look, you see a Mepham kid. I think that's something that Floral Park is really struggling, being able to cover every person in every different position all around the net, so you never know where it's coming, and you see Mepham passes are absolutely seamless. So I'm just excited to see what's going on and going to happen in the second half. Definitely,
and I think the game plan was there. I think they've locked up their senior leaders. I mean, Owen has a goal, Sandro has a goal, and Lebrano does not have a goal yet, but it's just about that there's too many pieces for Mepham for everyone to cover. There's underclassmen who are speedy and shifty and are crafty, and that is a great thing to have. And while these senior leaders kind of took a step back this game, Mepham offense did not slow down at all, and it only gave everyone else a chance to thrive and even made the senior leaders look even better.
I totally agree, and I'm super excited to see what's next in that second half. So let's throw it down to the booth.
You're down 8-0. What are you thinking about doing in the second half to improve and end up on top?
We talked a lot about in the huddle, just about making the next play, not worrying so much about the scoreboard, and just kind of focusing on working hard and giving our best effort in the second half and doing our best.
What was your main message during halftime to the boys?
When you're down, we try to instill the value and the important message that just because you're losing, it doesn't mean that the hard work or the effort stops. So we're just hoping for a great effort in the second half.
Thank you. Sending it back to you.
Thank you.
Both teams are making their final changes just a minute 25 till this second half begins.
Yeah, trying to keep this pace here for the Pirates is very huge for them. Don't get off the gas, and don't let these sophomores have been great here for both these teams.
Yeah, the Pirates just need to keep the foot on the gas, and the Knights are going to try and open something up. I'd expect them to take a lot of shots, and they did in that first half. Find that passing, but they can find that passing because, as you saw, for the Pirates, they had that passing behind the net, and they ended up hitting that guy right in the slot for that goal.
Yeah, just trying to the Knights just trying to keep that pace up, trying to keep the ball in their possession, not let this lead get too out of control.
As here you see the Knights just making their last adjustments before this second half begins. Coach Pavoni calling up his plays, making sure his guys know their assignments as 25 seconds till half. And there you see Coach Walsh just telling his guys, keep doing what you're doing, play your game, and just don't get off your game. As the Pirates have broken their huddle, same for the Knights, and in just a matter of time, this second half will be underway.
Yes, hoping for an exciting second half here for the Pirates. Have been locked down on defense, and the Knights trying to come up with some offense here.
Yes, teams have broken their huddles. Now each team heading to their side, getting ready to go as CO just making sure his cleats are good, making sure he finds his footing so he's ready to try and keep up his shutout in this second half. As the Pirates getting ready here, as O'Connell will be starting up, lined up with Noni as teams waiting here as the guys looking to meet in the center. As looks that we have change as it'll be the Knights ball as they're in possession.
Yeah, Knights coming off quick on this offensive possession here, trying to get something going.
As it's Gorman with it now. Gorman gets it down low to Neroni. Neroni behind the net. Able to find Gallagher. Gallagher trying to find something here. Bounce pass, bounces it right past everybody and out of bounds as he was guarded by Genovese behind the net.
Yeah, Gallagher just can't find that pass to his open teammate, and it's not looking good for them here.
As that one's up and it will be caught inside by Genovese. Genovese on the run. Genovese shot, save there.
Great save there by Doxy. Oh, and that's going to be picked up by the Pirates, by the Knights.
Yeah, it's a loose ball there, able to be corralled by Devine. As Devine in transition. Devine. Pirates trying to catch up to Devine as Devine pulls it out and able to get it to Gorman. Gorman shot and fine as Seal comes out of his crease as it looks like he'll be called for a flag there as he hit Gallagher. He thought it was the right physicality, but the ref thought not, as that one will be a foul on the Pirates.
Yeah, it's going to go Floral Park way. Trying to get something going here. And Ciro is going to get taken out here.
Yeah, as we have a goaltender change, as that'll bring in the senior Winimus. He started on varsity in his freshman year and was hurt in the sophomore year, as he will get his first time of this game. As very good outing for Ciro, as let's see what Winimus can do if he can keep it up, as it's Sorrentino behind the net. Sorrentino makes one miss. That's chopped away there, as now it is O'Connell. O'Connell past his own 40. O'Connell now in the enemy territory. Now it's Walitis.
Great job. Great pass by there, O'Connell. It's getting up Walitis.
As Walitis, as the Knights are running a trap defense on Walitis, as two guys are going out to guard him. As it's kicked out to Schmidt. Schmidt to Lebrano. As Lebrano guarded by Murphy. Lebrano pulls it behind the net. 2 on Lebrano as they're going 2 on the ball here as it's Schmidt. Second defender on his way.
Schmidt trying to get something going here.
As behind the net now to O'Rourke. O'Rourke back to Schmidt. Schmidt to Lebrano. Almost anticipated by the Knights as Heller with it now. 9:40 to go.
Pirates keeping control of the ball here. Not letting the Knights touch it.
As Lebrano with it in the slot. Shot. And he is able to score, as that'll be Lebrano's second of the game and 8th on the year. 9-0 Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates taking control here with another goal. Lebrano, as Jared said, second of the game. Keeping this.
As on that last possession, you saw the Knights, before Ciro got pulled, maybe find an opening. And then Ciro got pulled, and on the other way, you saw the Pirates just make those passes. As you saw it go back between their best, Walitis, Heller, Lebrano, and just here's a replay of it, of how it ended up from a Heller stick on Lebrano, as Lebrano's able to score for the 9th.
Yeah, great job there by Lebrano.
As face-off here, Kehoe pushes it forward, still rolling, picked up by Gampero, as Gampero spins through 2, as it's Gampero still with it.
Gampero with a nice move there to get through 2 of the defenders.
As Gampero still with it now, maybe looking for the pass. As Gampero passes it now to Walitis. Walitis spins back there, regrouping, as the Pirates just going to try and run their game, which they did last time down, and it led to the goal. The pass, and just find that open guy. And try and almost lure the Knights to sleep, as it's moving in here. Schmidt.
That's Vinny Ciro.
Schmidt behind the net.
Yeah, they switched goalies for like 5 minutes.
Gets it out now. As it's Zwegbaum goes down. Flag there that Zwegbaum drew. Pirates still fighting through regardless. There's a good opportunity there by Green. That'll go wide. Regardless, Pirates ball after Zwegbaum was able to draw that foul.
Yeah, and Zwegbaum took a big hit there and causing that foul for the Knights. Trying to get something happening here. Green off a nice shot, but that one doesn't go.
As it'll be Zwegbaum starting at the 10,
0.
almost behind the net. Let's see what he does as he's got Schmidt to the right of him.
Basically, yeah.
As it's Zwegbaum with it. He takes a couple steps, gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Labano. Labano looking for his third. As it's Walitis to O'Rourke. Back to Walitis. Labano. Walitis. Shot. Low shot by Walitis. Ends up paying off for the Pirates. As Walitis now with his second of the game. 18 on the year. The second in goals on this team. One of the best guys. Does a great job on the attack, and that time he converted on that attack. 10-0 Pirates.
Yeah, great job by Reliance with the low shot angle. Gets a great goal there for them, and that's a 10-0 lead here for the Pirates.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those low angle shots, I believe. Labano scored one of his on that. Hellers was a great save by the goalie, and now Reliance able to convert. As it's won back by Kehoe, as Kehoe up to Gampel, just out of the reach of Gampel, still bounces into the possession of Zwegbaum. Zwegbaum with it, over to Walitis. Walitis, back to Heller. Heller, now to Green.
Green here.
Green to Schmidt.
Pirates here trying to get something going.
Schmidt to Radicone. As now it's behind the net. A look. Walitis. Out there as it's Green trying to push through a couple. Bouncing ball still picked up by the Knights. Pirates still going after it. Loose again as the Knights now able to come through as it's Loftus.
Yeah, Pirates just going around the horn there, and this one gets away from him, and the Knights trying to get offensive possession here.
Yes, Loftus saw that bouncing ball and just took it and ran with it, trying to open it up and at least get the Knights their first goal of the game. It's Murphy now.
Knight trying to get something going.
As it looks to be CO now back into the net. So Lemus was in there for a limited amount of time. I don't even know if he made a save, but CO back in the net. Maybe trying to check on CO after they did see he did that hit, maybe making sure he did no damage to himself there. As a good play defensively by the Pirates. As it's Baranowski. Shot, save again by CO.
Sear, another great save for him.
Up there in CO trying to start to play again is Genovese. Genovese down low. Gets it over, leaping. What a catch by Walitis, and what a goal. Great catch on that pass as Walitis scores his third of the game. A hat-trick for Walitis, and here's just a replay of Walitis able to make that leaping catch and just beat the goalie clean. Walitis now 19 goals on the year, 5 assists, 11-0 Pirates, 6:26 to go in the third quarter.
Well, Lightis has been a star so far for this team, showing out again with that great catch there, extending his arm, and then gets a great shot off.
Yeah, as Walitis is just keeping up everything that he's done every year for this Pirates lacrosse team, just dominating game after game as Kehoe wins that forward and goes right up the middle. Kehoe now in, takes a hit there, flag you see thrown, Pirates still in possession, so not blown dead yet. As it's a look. Heads up play though by Kehoe, able off that face-off, go right up and able to draw that flag. For even if the Pirates don't score here, they will still be in possession of the ball. As it's a look behind the net. A look out to Radicone. Radicone still with it.
Radicone trying to get something going here.
As it's Radicone pulls it all the way behind the net. As you see Zwegbaum in the slot. Zwegbaum, he hits him, score. And that'll be Zwegbaum's fourth goal game of the year. 4 goals today for Zwegbaum. Now 15 on the year. Fabulous game for this sophomore attacker.
Yeah, the sophomore has been showing out so far this season and shows that in another game here for the Pirates against Floral Park. A 4-goal game here for him.
As you could see behind the net, Radicone had his eyes set on Zwegbaum. Zwegbaum kept moving back and forth, and you see a replay of Radicone just having his eyes set. He never lost sight of Zwegbaum, able to hit him in the slot for that 12th goal for the Pirates. And the ref discussing it because there was that flag, but since the Pirates scored, that flag will be nullified. Kehoe in the center for another face-off. As Kehoe bobbles that first one, as the ref will point as it'll be Pirates ball, as it'll be Kehoe with it. Kehoe pass it over now to Green. Green with it now to Zwegbaum. Zwegbaum to Green. Green.
Pirates just trying to slow this tempo down, keep control of the ball, waste out these 5 minutes left here in the third.
As it's Schmidt. Dumps it back to Radicone. Radicone lining up for a shot, but fakes. Schmidt with it now. Schmidt to Radicone. Radicone down low. Right past O'Rourke. Picked up by Terwilliger. As Terwilliger in stride. Moving, trying to find the opening. Still holding on to his Terwilliger. Shot and goal. Terwilliger able to convert as he will break the ice for the Knights. Knights get their first of the game as a great play by Terwilliger to come from his own end and just take it all by himself to score that one unassisted.
Yeah, great job there by Floral Park. Just breaking the ice there for them, 12-1.
As by this score, that clock will keep on running at 4:35 to go. Third quarter, Pirates 12, Knights 1. As Kehoe in the center for another face-off. Still fabulous percentage on the day. As ref holds and Kehoe waits. Face-off in the center, Kehoe looks to push forward. Stumbles a little, but the ref will say that it was due to the Knights. So it'll be Pirates ball. Time will keep running here. As a juggle by the Pirates. Able to get it back, though, is now Cloudman with it. Cloudman now plays it into the corner. As Cloudman now makes the pass. Schmidt able to scoop it up. Back to Cloudman. Cloudman to Schmidt. Schmidt to Green. As Green now to Radicone. Radicone inside the 30. Back to Green. Green, Schmidt behind the net, O'Rourke. As he O'Rourke still with it. He's one of the key guys behind the net all day, sparking all these plays. As O'Rourke moving around, now gets it out to Radicone. Radicone to Green. Green now, 3:16 on the clock. Green turns, can't find the opening. A shot by Radicone is wide there and will be chased down by the Pirates. Time will keep running here. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And that's going to be another flag there on Floral Park, a personal foul on number 1.
Yes, that one will be on the senior Divine. As it'll be, looks like Zwegbaum taking it out of the corner. As he awaits here, 2:38. Clock will just keep on running as they left still holding. 2:29 as Zwegbaum gets the go-ahead now, and back in action is Zwegbaum. Zwegbaum to Schmidt. Schmidt to Green. Green now over as it's Radicone. Back to him. A shot and a great save there by Doxey. Able to turn around and let that one hit him in the back. As it'll be Pirates ball here, Zwegbaum still. Zwegbaum still with it. Zwegbaum leaping catch there. Nearly had it as Green as Pirates fight for the possession on defense. Still with it is the Pirates.
And he's going to go up the court in there. And the Knights trying to get possession here. Knights with a good offensive possession here. Over to Murphy. Murphy trying to get something happening here.
Yeah, as 1:30 left here. It'll be Knights looking to get that second goal. Trying to open it up. It's Neroni. Neroni plays it back to Murphy. Murphy behind the net now. as nearly had Leary there.
As Green just fumbles on that pickup, and that's a great pass over to Radicone, and Radicone can't control that one.
As it's over Radicone there. Knight, another pass, as back-to-back passes by both teams over each team's head, as Cracky fights for it in the corner, going up against Gorman, as it's Gorman behind the Pirates' net. It's Lemus now back in net, and that one will bounce wide there. 50 seconds left now, as it's Gorman with it. As time's running here, 40 now. A shot and goal, as that one will be by Baranowski, the all-conference from last year, committed to Oneonta, get to the Knights, their second gold game, 12-2. Pirates still over the Knights. Time running, 28 now.
Great job there by Baranowski, just getting a good goal there, bringing the lead down to 12-2 now here for the Knights.
As the Knights, even though it might be hard to come up in this game, as the Knights may be tough, they can build for it for next game. As you can see here, just a replay of that goal. As the face-off here, as that'll conclude this third quarter here. Pirates lead the Knights 12-2. Just an impressive half a quarter again by the Pirates, but the Knights able to get on the board here. As now we're going to send it over to Colleen.
Hi, welcome back. Mepham is up 12-1, and they're doing amazing. The goalie Nick Lemus did amazing. He was very good, but he got subbed out for Mepham's number 9. Number 9 had extremely good saves, and he was doing very good. And no matter what Mepham was doing good, the offense was very good and setting back up to the studio.
Thanks, Colleen, and we look forward to hearing for you back on the play of the game. I got to say, Lucas, it's good to be back. My first time back in the mic since freshman year, but we have an incredible game here, especially for the Mepham Pirates. What have you kind of seen so far?
Yeah, and first of all, Jake, welcome back to the booth. And yeah, it's been all Pirates so far in this game. This offensive possession has been so far amazing on both sides, offense and defense. You have Vinny Ciro, who got taken out by Lemus, but before he got taken out by Lemus, has putting up that shutout, and it's been an overall great game there on both sides.
I mean, definitely. And he's been kind of the unsung hero of this season. Came in because of an injury for the 4-year senior Nick Lemus, and has been incredible ever since, having almost a shutout here, a shutout for at least a half already in this game, and only has let up 2 goals. You don't really see that often in lacrosse. So to be a sophomore and doing that is incredible. And although his day is done, you got to credit him at least a little bit for this win, for the success of this team this year.
Yeah, on the other side, you have those 3 sophomores, Green, Zregenbaum, and Schmidt, who have been all amazing today, just getting all those goals for the Pirates.
Now back to the Kehoe-Baranowski matchup, as it has been all Kehoe already this game, and it is no different on this possession. Pirates going to get it back out in the end zone. They're going to start up another possession. They've been doing it all game so far, as Farouk is going to send it over to the middle, as they're going to get set up for another offensive possession.
Yeah, Rourke here, just trying to find that guy. That's Lebrano.
They're going to get it back to their senior captain over in the middle of the field, sending it back to their sophomore who's been incredible this game, Nate Green, and it's going to be a little bit of a play and catch right now. Lebrano making a move on his defender towards the left hash, goes backhand to the back of the net. They're going to look for a man cutting, not going to find any, and reset back at the top of the field.
Yeah, it's me, Radicone, trying to survey. That's it. Going around the horn again here for the Pirates. You've seen that a lot.
Radicone spinning, loses the ball, and the Knights going to have that one go out of bounds, and that's going to go in the way of the Pirates.
Damn, it's already been a minute.
That's going to go Pirates ball here.
It's already been a minute.
As you see another possession here, another offensive possession here for the Pirates.
Nate Green controls the ball, gets hit by 3 people. A nice roller on the ground that's going to be saved by the Knights. They're going to look for an open man. Send it about 50 yards downfield to an open guy. And they are off to the races, a 4-on-4 matchup, sending it over to the left side. A nice pass inside, and a good save one-on-one by Nick Lemus.
Yeah, great job there by Nick Lemus. Gets a great save there on that Knights offense on that strong possession.
And here we are back in the Mepham offensive attack. A great stop on a transition play by the Pirates. You don't see that often, and that's a really, really hard play to convert for the defense. A 3-on-3, 4-on-3 matchup there, and Nick Lemus was able to come up with a one-on-one save inside basically his crease.
Yeah, Lemus, the 4-year varsity player. It's a great stop there.
And back out to Mepham on attack as they're going to try to find an open man here. Down by the 30-yard line. They're going to run all the way to the left side of the field, taking a little bit of a stop and go there. Radico now is going to lose sight of the ball as the Knights are going to gain possession there. So a nice defensive stop there. It's been a very quiet fourth quarter so far for both teams, and it's going to be a chance for the Knights to strike first in the fourth.
Knights trying to get something going here.
Over to Nick Lemus, now has it. Another save for him, and this is pretty much his favorite part. He loves pushing the ball downfield, trying to find the open guy. As they're going to find it, Sorrentino now is going to get called as the clock still runs, and it is a little bit of confusion here, but I believe it's going to go to the Knights.
Yeah, the Knights retain possession here off a great defensive stop there by the Pirates, but they get the ball here, back here, trying to get a third goal here.
Gorman now, he's going to take possession from the left side of the 40. He's going to send it to a very open man. A nice shot and just misses the top left corner of the goal. Lemus is going to run again, and he's going to stay in the possession of Floral Park. A nice opportunity there, not able to capitalize. They will regain possession, and that is the one thing that they have failed to do this game. Maintain possession of the ball, win the possession battle, and in the fourth quarter, it's been so different.
Yeah, as you put it perfectly, Jake, this Floral Park team has not been able to turn possession this entire game. They switched to flip here going to the fourth quarter.
And they had 2 shots on this possession right there, looking to get a third open opportunity, as he's going to have a nice overhand at the top of the key. It's going to go far, and they're still looking for their first goal of the fourth quarter, and honestly their first goal until the third. They had 2 in that, none in the first half. It's been a Mepham dominated game, but really it hasn't been dominated by anyone in the fourth. Looking for an offensive attack here now, trying to get it upfield. It's going to go out of bounds. Another stop by the Knights. That's going to be their third of the fourth quarter alone, and as we are 4 minutes into this fourth quarter, it has been all Floral Park so far.
Yeah, this Floral Park offense has been so far amazing to start this fourth quarter. Trying to get something going, trying to spark a late game rally. Put some momentum into the boys for the next game.
And Gorman's going to hand it off now over to the right side of the field. That's going to be a long pass behind the goal. They're going to be looking for another opportunity, making a move on his defender. A nice cutting opportunity, and it gets hits out by Mepham. A spin move here, loses the ball, almost off to the races, but Floral Park going to regain possession, and a nice stop by Sorrentino. It is going the other way, and he is off to the races, almost no one in front of him, and he's going to try to find an open man. A little bit too much on that pass, not able to be saved there, and that's going to go back in the way of the away team.
Yeah, great job there by Yema. Just gets it away from that offense of Floral Park.
A lot of chaos to start the fourth quarter here, and a lot of speedy players. It has been back and forth, running 100 yards each way, not able to capitalize on any opportunities here, as we're going to look for another offensive possession inside the crease, and there it is. The first goal of the fourth quarter goes to the Baranowski brother, and he has struck first. Nick Lemus not able to come out of the goal, and Baranowski, the only on to commit. The defender is going to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, great job there by Baranowski. Gets a great goal there to bring this lead down to 12-3.
And I mean, that's the play they've been looking for all game. Finding their senior captain open, finding an opportunity, and finally getting it past.
Yeah, you see that replay there. Baranowski gets the pass in, jumps, and it's a great goal there by him.
I mean, it is pretty much the perfect textbook lacrosse play, as Kehoe's going to win another one. Fight through contact, having the ball in his left hand. He's going to get past all of them, and a penalty is going to go in the way of the Knights. So a free possession here for the Pirates.
Oh, and he's going to take a big shot there, and that's going to be 3 flags onto the field.
Every single one of the refs, their flag is off their pockets. I see 4 in the field at the moment. A lot of contact late in this game, and this is a heated rivalry. There's a lot of tension between these teams. Even late in the game, even with a score like this, it's a history between these teams. So you're going to see a lot of contact, whether you really are expecting it or not.
Yeah, great job there by the Pirates, though, to get that contact, take it again, and understatement.
I mean, welcome to sports. It's about staying posed. It's about staying kind of like calm, tranquil. And they did that. It's really, really hard to not get a little bit angry or not let a hit like that affect their game. So we're going to see what Cloudman can do here. It's going to be Lebrano who's starting with it. Over to Radicone, who gives it right back. And their senior leader, Lebrano, in the middle of the field, looking for an open man. Going to get double teamed and overthrow the pass, and that's going to go in the way of Floral Park again as they're off to the races.
Yeah, great job by Floral Park defense to maintain possession of that ball, get it back into their hands.
And another overthrow there. That's going to get over the head of both Mepham defenders as hurling out of bounds, and this is straight chaos so far.
Yeah, it's going to be a deep pass there by the Knights, and that's not going to end up going anywhere for them. That's going to retain possession to the Pirates' way.
Lebrano is going to take it out, guarded by Murphy. He's going to get it past with pretty much no problems over to Radicone in the middle of the field. Ball in his right hand. He's going to absorb some of the contact, try to get a call, nothing there. And he is trotting along, trying to find some sort of an offense, trying to find their perfect possession. So they're going to get it closer to the left side. That's going to be Lebrano back with the ball up by the top of the field. They're just playing catch. Lebrano loses possession, quickly regains it, fighting through defenders, and he is still looking for his open man. Sends it over to the right side of the field, makes a move on his defender. Finally, Cloudman getting a little bit of open breathing room for the Pirates. He's going to spin to the right side. A nice pass intercepted by Floral Park, and he is off.
Yeah, great interception there by Floral Park.
He's going to try to go coast to coast. A bounce shot here is too high. Liam is starting to track it, but that is still going to be the possession of Floral Park. They're going to get a second opportunity here to at least cut the lead to 8.
Yeah, Terrell Wiggler gets a great stop there, steals it right out of their hands, tries to go coast to coast, but doesn't get that bounce shot to go.
And a lot of those shots have not been working for Floral Park. That's kind of been the story of the game. It very well could be 12-10, 12-12 maybe, even if a lot of those shots were working, but it has not been their day on that one so far. So they're going to send it over to the left side of the field. A little speed step here, a stutter, a hesitation in and out, and that pass is going to go past their attacker, sorry.
Trying to keep it going here for the Knights. Trying to put some momentum in here for the next game. Keep it going here.
A lot happening minute by minute. It's a lot to keep up with. Lacrosse is a fast-paced game, and you see it every single game with the Mepham Pirates. They like to play fast. They like to keep that tempo at a very, very upbeat pace. They've been doing it this game, and that's really been working for them. And that's really been something the Floral Park has struggled with. It has been transition after transition, finding the open man, finding the cutter. It's kind of like a Steph Curry offense if you want to relate it to that. Everyone is moving. No one is moving. No one is standing still even without the ball, and it has been working day in and day out.
Yeah, that fast-paced tempo has been great there for the Pirates as they get another steal there.
As we're off to the races again, going to get a little bit controlled there. Cloudman now out to the right side. He's going to get past his defender. A spin there back to his backhand, and he's going to try to reset as it's stripped. The defense here shutting out Mepham in the last quarter. 7 total turnovers for Mepham in this possession alone, as they're going to look for another goal to make this game at least a little bit look prettier on the stat sheet for them. Gorman now, he's going to throw it to the back of the goal. looking for an opportunity. Hesitation, spin back to the left side, finding an open guy who's going to slip, and the defense of Mepham not able to get it. Gordon back with possession. He's going to find an open man right by the goal. A lot of contact, absorbed, and a goal. Marcus Mega through contact, through the goalie, a little hook shot, if you will, over the back of his head, and that is their second goal of the quarter and fourth of the half.
Yeah, Lemus trying to step up and try to stop him in his tracks, but that one just doesn't work there.
And when you see it here, that's kind of what you had to do if you're Nick Lemus. See the play early, try to stop it before he even gets the chance, because, I mean, you got to make a play in that situation. It's offense against defense. In that situation, 9 times out of 10, the offense is coming out victorious. So either you make a play and you be aggressive, or you let up a goal, so you might as well fight for it.
Yeah, that's going to be a late-game goaling change. It's going to be Lawrence in there for Lemus.
And there's the final here. 12 Mepham Pirates, 4 Floral Park Knights. And for the first time since 2000, before anyone on this field was born, the Mepham Pirates will beat Floral Park in this rivalry.
Yeah, as you put it correctly, Jake, Floral Park for their first loss in a while here to this Pirates team. Coming off a victorious year, this Pirates team has shown great resilience so far in this game, playing at a fast tempo, keeping their game in their own hands, and it's just been a great overall game for them.
Definitely. I mean, they've controlled the game every step of the way. It has been Mepham Pirates ball. It has been Mepham Pirates tempo, and it has gotten everything they want. So before we get our player of the game, do you have any predictions for me? Who do you think played particularly well?
Yeah, for this Pirates team, I can see that sophomore Regenbaum, who has got 3 goals so far for this Pirates team, has been showed great job there for that Pirates. Also, I can see Vinny Serra, who put up 2 shutout quarters there for the Pirates.
I mean, it has been all underclassmen this game. Connor Arouk, another great one. Nate Green with a few goals to his name. It has been the underclassmen showing up because Floral Park really planned for their senior leaders. And they have not only helped the underclassmen thrive, but it's made the seniors look so much more polished, and it's made the Mepham Pirates look like a fantastic lacrosse organization.
Yeah, the Pirates showed out and showed up in this game, showed like they were contenders as they become 5-0 in conference play, which is huge for playoff time.
As we get ready for the BMB player of the game, we will get you that in just about a minute. But before we say our goodbyes, I would like to thank you for having me on for the fourth quarter. It's been a while, and I'm really excited to be back out here. I mean, I said it in the pregame show. This is one of my favorite sports. I love how fast-paced it is. I love the poise. I love the energy of this team. As we're going to send it down to Colin Flanagan for your B&B Player of the Game.
Hi, I'm here with Player of the Game, Steven Zwagbaum. What does this mean? What does this win mean to the team and you today?
It's a big win. Keeps us in first place in our league. And it'll help us out later in the playoffs. Keeps us at a better seed.
What can you do to improve and keep winning this season?
Keep cutting off ball. Make sure to watch backdoor cuts on defense. And yeah.
Thank you. Sending it back.
What an amazing game we had here for the Pirates. A huge win for them. And it's really important to go into that for the rest of the season.
Yeah, just all the momentum the Pirates' way with great goaltending from COs. He played an amazing game, and just the offense from no matter who it was, whether it was Zweibaum or Wallatus or Labano, just plenty of goals scored.
Yeah, I think it was a great game, and we have a lot to look forward to with B&B's next game of the week being this Friday, Girls Lacrosse home against MacArthur. So we'll see you all then. Have a great night, everybody.